It's Superior Court Judge James Sitta. And he's in a little bit of trouble because Sitta been sitting up there passing judgment on folks. Now, he's a judge. That's part of his job. But what he didn't need to do is add the commentary. Okay, so he's got interesting thoughts on black folks. He's got interesting thoughts on Hispanic folks. First, let's talk about black people. And he berated a defendant at length, apparently, who apparently was African-American. He said, quote, "You looked up domestic violence in the dictionary. Your picture should be next to it. The only difference between you and O.J. Simpson is he had more money and he got off for some reason in a land of fruits and nuts." Oh, come on. I don't know if that's more like anti-black. I don't know if that's more anti-gay, anti-Hollywood. I don't know what that is. In the land of fruits and nuts. This guy's going to be a conservative hero. Okay, then he goes after a guy of Mexican descent. He's a Mexican immigrant. Now, I can't tell. The story, unfortunately, doesn't say whether the Mexican guy is actually an illegal immigrant or a totally legal immigrant. But Sitta is under the impression that he's illegal. So he says, now, so let me understand this. Not only do we have to let him come to our country illegally and stay here, not only do we have to provide him with public assistance, not only do we have to provide him with free health care, not only do we have to provide him with a free attorney when he gets in trouble, now he wants a bilingual probation officer because otherwise it's inconvenient for him. Okay. Now what the guy said was, look, I go to my probation officer, but he doesn't speak Spanish. I don't speak English. I literally don't know how to communicate with him. I don't know when to meet up. I don't know when not to meet up. I don't know how to meet the requirements of probation. I cannot talk to him. And so Sitta's outraged by this. Oh, now we got to get this son of a bitch an interpreter, right? But he doesn't know what the guy's saying. That's why. All right, anyway, he continues. Well, I think it's a miracle you haven't been sent back to Mexico as a result of being placed on probation and being charged with these crimes in the first place. If it was up to me, I'd take you just as you're dressed and bound right now and have you escorted back to Mexico forthwith and forget the prison term. But it's not. In other words, it's not up to me. All right. Now, I'm amused by Sitta. But you know what? I don't think that these are, too egregious if you ask me. So, again, I don't know if the guy's an illegal immigrant or not. If he is, okay, the guy's worked up over an illegal immigrant. And he's got these opinions, and he let it vent a little bit. Am I on his side? No, I'm not on his side. But should he lose his job or something? I don't think so. I mean, but somebody got to talk to him and be like, hey, Judge, come on now. Come on now. Bring this thing down, all right? 10-2, 10-2. And that's what they're doing. The Superior Court in New Jersey is saying, hey, you know what? The disciplinary committee wrote him, and he said, we find that Sitta's remarks were not only inappropriate, but highly objectionable, and at least outwardly indicative of bias and wholly unbefitting a court of law. Okay, I mean, that's pretty harsh right there, right? And Sitta's like, look, man, I got put on this court, and I see also here, let me give you his quote on that. He said, look, I was trying to make a point. He said, I'm on this court with the most horrific, sadistic, and emotionally charged criminal trials and sentencing. And I didn't want this, and I just can't dig it anymore. And he said, quote, it exacted a toll which on occasion has led me to say things better left unsaid. Yeah, that's probably true. So, and he compares one guy to O.J. and he calls L.A. the land of fruits and nuts. You know what? I'm tempted to let him go. And God knows the cases he's seen. Not to say he should do what he did, and they should give him a slap on the wrist and say, hey, cut it out, right? But having said that, yeah, don't fire the guy. Am I being too soft? I mean, firing's a big, big offense.
Yeah, it's hard from this point because you have to see him in action, see what he's about, if this is one or two instances that he doesn't always do. Because the problem is if he harbors these feelings and then his rulings or the way he goes about, judging people are affected by that.
No, I hear you.
So, I mean,
of course.
think
and that's why it's so important. That's why we're even having a conversation. Because if you're a judge and your job is to judge people and you're judging them based on their skin color or on whether they're fruits and nuts or whether they're Mexican or illegal or legal, it doesn't matter. I don't know. So, of course, that's why that's a very important and serious conversation. But having said that, of course, I'd have to see more details, just like JR said. Get the context, how has he ruled, la, 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 la. I mean, if I was actually judging this case, which obviously I'm not, damn it, Jim, I'm not a judge. I'm a talk show host. I'd have to get a lot more details. Based on the information we have here, I say a stern talking to, maybe some sort of action, but probably let him go.